Good afternoon, Colin here with Techout, and today we're going to be talking about iOS 17 Beta 6 and some of the things that they changed. This was a pretty small update. It was around 750 megabytes on my iPhone 14 Pro, and that size is going to vary a little bit depending on what beta you're coming from and what device you're on. First things first, one of the changes that everybody's talking about is here in the phone app. So if I go ahead and call myself here, you can see that the end button, instead of being over here, is now over in the middle. So they did move that right there, which is a big feature everybody's talking about. I actually saw it on the local news that Apple had moved the end call button from the right to the middle because, I don't know why it had been in the middle before. But I'm not a huge phone user, so I didn't really pay attention to it. I didn't really even pay attention to the fact that in the earlier betas it had been moved over to the right. But in beta 6 it is now back over in the middle, and a lot of people seem to like it in the middle better, so I'm assuming that's probably where Apple's going to keep it. If we hop over into settings here and we go down to display and brightness, Apple has updated the wallpapers on the light and dark mode selector right there to reflect the iOS 17 wallpaper, and they have gotten rid of the iOS 15 wallpaper that used to be there. So that is now gone. Those are the two big changes in 17 Beta 6, and then a few bug fixes here and there. Let's talk about battery life real quick. A lot of people are having battery life issues, especially on the iPhone 14 series, and pertaining to the battery health. A lot of people are seeing battery health drop quite quickly on the iPhone 14 series. Some people are even as far down as like 85%, and the phone is just approaching its 1 year release. So that's kind of significant. A lot of people in iOS 16 and iOS 17 are having to charge their phone multiple times a day. So not really sure if this is just bad batteries. They changed something with the battery technology, battery supply, or something like that, or if iOS 16 was just hard on batteries and people were having to charge more often. But the iPhone 14 definitely did see degraded battery life over the iPhone 13 series. iPhone 13's had great battery life, especially the Pro and Pro Max. But we're not really seeing that this year on the iPhone 14, 14 Pro. I'm still at 100% health. I did pick this up. This iPhone is the one I got from Amazon Renewed. And when I got this phone, it was basically new. It only had like 20 some charge cycles on it. Actually, this one may have been less. I think right now we're at about 40 charge cycles, and we're still sitting at 100% battery health. iOS 17 Beta 6 did improve the battery a little bit. Most people are able to make it through a day now without having to charge. So no more 2 cycles a day on the battery. But even then, you should be able to get at least a year before you start seeing a significant drop in battery life. The batteries are rated at 500 cycles before they hit a below 80% capacity. So the fact that we're already seeing 85 to 90% and we're only a year in, it's kind of lower than what we've seen before, but it's not, again, it's not terrible for what the battery is rated for. Just not as good as what we usually see. But that's iOS 17 Beta 6. I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, have a great day.